Welcome everyone sa initial podcast namin na pinangalanan nating Well Said. Ba't kaya po Well Said, pare?
Hindi ko
Pare,
alam
Matt.
Actually, nahirapan tayo to come up with the name. So,
Naalala mo, like a week ago, iniisip natin kung ano yun na natin naisip? Only facts.
only facts.
Ano ba yung isa, mga as a matter of fact, yung mga ganyan, di ba?
Tapos facts only.
Facts
ganyan.
only. Oo, no?
Yeah.
Medyo
So, madami.
nag-struggle tayo dun sa pag-iisip ng pangalan eh. Pero, ba't ka ba Well Said? Ano ba para sa'yo? Ba't Well Said?
Actually, for me, kaya naging well said kasi, we just want to tackle everything with facts. I mean, hindi lang nakabase sa book or sa learnings, pero from experiences lang din.
Right.
At saka kung ano talaga yung nakikita at saka nangyayari sa mundo natin. Kasi ang pangat kasi nang sasabihin mo lang ng based lang sa sinabi ng iba.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yung third-party story, no?
Oo, pero wala naman talaga, hindi siya ganun kamalaman.
Yeah.
At least dito, simple, pero facts lang. Kaya nga well said eh.
Well said.
Diba?
To piggyback on that, I think naisip nating well said kasi we wanna make sure na pag sinabi natin to, it's well said.
Mm-hmm.
Walang halong palabok, walang pambobola,
Wala.
not sugar-coated.
Yes, agree.
At higit sa lahat, may intindihan ng madlang people. I think that's the most important thing, no?
Yeah.
So, before natin yan na i-dig pa deeper, pakilala muna tayo sa mga potential viewers natin.
Okay.
So, una ka na, Matt.
Okay, so ako si Matt De Leon. So bahala na kayo kung sino yung isipin yung kamukha ko. Pero I'm just Matt De Leon. So,
Siya ay Matt, ako naman ay Hil. Hil Balkin from Paranaque. Bro, nung naalala mo nung una tayo nagkita, the first question you asked me was, saan akong industry?
yeah,
I also wanted to know, I know industry ka rin ng insurance, di ba?
oo.
Pero can you give more stuff on that?
Okay, so di ko sana sasabihin pero tinanong niya eh, no? Pero, so yeah, I've been in the insurance industry for 10 years. So
Wow.
being in the industry, ang dami ko talaga natutunan, not just about insurance, pero
Ano
again,
to yung katulad ng agency, ganon, or...
una kasi sa part ng bangko. So I was an employee before.
Okay.
Insurance employee before, and then during the pandemic, nag-switch ako to agency side. So it's really more on parang building your own business kasi hindi ka naman empleyado, wala ka namang sahod, diba? So you just have to put in the work.
Yeah.
So tulad nga ng sabi ko, for the past 10 years, ang ginagawa ko lang naman, it's about facts in life. Kaya nga well said din. Siguro insurance is not just insurance, pero it covers a lot of stuff in life.
Yeah. And I totally agree with that. No? And if you look at it from where you came from and where I came from, it's totally different
Yeah.
worlds.
Saan ka
No?
nga pala, Hil, galing?
BPO, bro eh. I mean, look at it, no? Gabi ang buhay ko. Zombie kami.
Oo.
Literally, gising ako sa gabi, medyo tulog ako sa umaga.
Okay.
Ganun ang buhay ko. Almost 20 years, 25 years na yata ako sa BPO. And I think it's about time na lumayo na ako sa pagiging zombie. Although, hindi ko siya matanggal kagad sa sistema ko. Alam mo, naalala mo, tinanong kita ko nung araw na akala ko.
Kala mo Tuesday pa lang.
Nihihirapan
weekend
pa
na.
akong mag-adjust. No? Pero, acclimation will take its time. But I'm here to not only talk about myself, and obviously, we are not gonna talk about ourselves.
Yeah.
But I think the most important part of this podcast is what we will be sharing with you guys. No?
Okay.
We want to make sure that we will try our very best to be as profound as we can and how simple as we can to have you understand what we were trying to say. Ano bang thoughts mo sa magiging programa natin? I mean, I know, probably by now, na-realize na insurance yung pag-uusapan natin. No?
Oo. Pero ako lang, I was just so amazed na, nga pala, no, the reason why you have an accent because galing nga pala sa BPO company, no?
Maliit na bagay.
Yeah. That's the first thing that I've noticed about him. It's the accent. So, pero yun nga. So, grabe. Actually, BPO insurance, actually halos connected yan eh.
That's true. Ironically, the account that I was handling sa BPO for my previous employer was insurance.
Yeah.
And so technically, from a foreigner standpoint of things, mga definition, sense of comprehension, and what have you, medyo well-versed si lolo mo. No? So dito sa Pilipinas, as much as nagtrabaho rin naman ako sa local industry ng insurance dito sa atin, because of the pandemic, of course, I move again to the BPO industry. But now, I think this is some sort of a calling for me to go back here. And hopefully I can be successful at it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Salamat din.
All right. So to get the ball rolling, what do you think is pinaka misconception sa insurance? Ano ba sa tingin mo?
Actually, yun nga kaya rin natin to ginawa sa Well Said is para ma-deliver din natin ng maayos yung kung ano nga ba ang nilalaman ng insurance, ano nga ba ginagawa ng insurance, importante nga ba siya. Ang daming misconceptions.
Dami,
Inisip nila, hindi totoo, scam lang yan.
Importante ba to?
Importante ba to? Nag-work ba yan? Minsan, iba pa, sinasabi yung mga beliefs na sabi, ayoko kumuha ng insurance, baka mamatay ako. Diba? Pero totoo naman.
Minsan kung sino pa yung inoferan mo,
Oo.
like a month after you offer the insurance policy to them.
Yeah.
Magkakasakit sila. Hindi naman sinasabing it's like a curse or something.
Hindi ka naman nagiging sumpa.
Exactly. No?
Bringing bad luck to that person.
It's probably a sense of premonition. No? Something is being offered to you. You may wanna, grab a hold of it. And then, matutulungan ka nito thereafter. No? We are like, sabi nga nung ilang magiging kliyente ko sa previous insurance company, had I not taken your advice, although hindi siya kumuha sa akin ng insurance, sa green siya kumuha, malamang wala na silang pera ngayon. Kasi nung nag-claim sila, they were not expecting na ganun kalaki yung amount na
makukuha nila. No?
So, yeah, to tell you honestly, it's not something that I learned initially. I think you can agree with this. Hindi siya tinuro sa school di ba?
Hindi.
Tinuro man siya siguro parang kinwiz lang. What is insurance? Define.
Diba? Basic
lang.
Basic definition of insurance lang. Pero kung ano yung main purpose na talaga and what does it do to people or to the beneficiaries, hindi talaga siya na-expound or na-explain ng maayos.
Not to take fun on our education department. It's just that I think this is one of those things na diniskasanan na mas deeper, no? Na mas may laman para nalaman din nating mga Gen Z, millennial. Alam ko millennial ka, bro. Ako, hindi na ako millennial yata.
Millennially Gen Z. May ganun ba?
Yun, pwede. Hindi.
Millennial acting like a Gen Z, mga ganun.
Baby boomer acting like a millennial. Pwede. Siguro ang hinanakit ko lang din sa sarili ko, I did not even give this a thought or two during the time na nasa college ako. Considering na ang course ko is business administration in management. No? So naisip ko, bakit hindi ko ba ito sineryoso nun? Kung kailan magtatrabaho na lang ako, nagseryoso talaga. Doon pa rin ba nung nasa college ka?
Nasa college ako, sarap mag-basketball yan Saka pag-aaral din. Pag-aaral. Yeah. Actually, when we're in college naman kasi, parang it's mind-blowing lahat ng natututunan mo. Ang dami, info overload, kasi ang dami mong subjects Ang daming sinasaksak sa utak mo na kailangan mong memorize.
Error na teacher.
Di ba? Pero, alam nyo, matututunan nyo talaga lahat when you are in the real world already. Right. Kapag graduate ka or kapag na-apply mo na and you are really learning a lot from life. Again, it's not based on the book lang naman din or the books that we have. It's the experiences then from other people at saka sa atin.
And the old adage nga na your experiences are your best teacher talaga.
Yes.
However, mas maganda talaga na prepared ka rin. Before you actually experience it, at least meron kang way to remediate yung magiging consequence of whatever decision-making process dadaanan mo rin sa experience na yun.
Agree.
Ergo, maging paramount sana sa education system natin na isa to sa maging major topic ba? It's not a full chapter of it. Itong insurance, itong what sort of investment that we do here, funds, bonds, and things of that nature. No? Probably there's a course right now that we're not
aware of.
Have any knowledge
dahil kasi syempre, we came from a generation na
hindi talaga natin yun.
Nauna, oo.
But from how I understood it today with the primary kids na kakilala ko, mga pamangkin ko, there's no subject about it yet.
Yeah.
There's no particular concentration na meron nating masasabi na, okay, I'm now well-versed with this.
Yeah.
Diba?
Actually, ma-mention ko lang sa'yo ngayon, or ano lang kita. Actually, ngayon I'm just really amazed on how people are being knowledgeable about insurance already. I think it's because of the digitalization ng mga bagay-bagay ngayon. Social media presence, lahat. Siguro katulad ng ginagawa natin ngayon, di ba?
Absolutely.
It gives them information at the same time. Di ba? Pero yun nga, nakakatuwa lang kasi at least yung mga bata ngayon, I mean, kaming mga Gen Z,
Sige kayo
no?
na.
Kami mga Gen Z ngayon. I mean, before we get a plan or mag-i-inquire sa isang bagay, pinag-aaralan
Meron na
muna
kayong,
namin
meron na kayong tip of that iceberg.
Yes, yes. Oo. Pero ang hindi lang namin alam is, ano ba yung mga ibang bagay pa na kailangan namin matutunan when getting an insurance plan or about life insurance mismo? I mean, para saan ba?
Yeah.
Diba?
And conversely, syempre, nung pinag-aaralan mo to, there's a person who's teaching this to you or probably offering this to you, which is, in the old paradigm, financial advisors yung tawag, di ba? Na ang tingin natin sa kanila, ako, to be honest with you, when this was offered to me when I graduated in college, parahan na ako nito. Ang naisip ko sa babae, noon, if my memory serves me right, parang monthly ko nga lang yata 500 eh. Tapos sabi ko, magkano dyan sa'yo? Ganun agad din sinabi ko eh. Not knowing na kung kinagat ko na kagad yun, and then ngayon, medyo may edad na talaga ako, I would be earning as much as I don't know how much na. Na yung 500 ko na yun, may be increasing, pero I'll be reaping the benefits.
Yeah.
Alam yung tao, nalimutan ko na rin siya. Pero,
kung ano pa ako ng klaseng plan.
Yeah, ang masaklap, ako ngayon yun. ako ngayon yung taong yun.
Talk about the irony of the...
diba? Exactly. So,
pero I agree with you, yung financial advisor. Kaya, preparahan or what. Kasi being a financial advisor, hindi naman kasi talaga siya biro.
Yes.
Akala kasi ng iba na ang dali lang ng ginagawa namin.
Kita, ilang beses ka nag-exam sa TRAD?
Isa lang.
Sa VUL?
Isa lang din.
Congratulations.
Sorry.
Buti lang pareho tayo.
Sorry,
kasi,
hindi na kaya mo.
Aminin
Pero
talaga.
once lang talaga, one take lang.
Prangkahan lang talaga to. Mayroon mga managers, even managers, flunk that licensing exam. They thought they knew it all, and then pag nandun na sila sa licensing room exam,
wala, na may mental block.
They flunk, diba? Talagang,
mahirap.
So this is not a joke. This is a renewable thing that we have to do.
Actually, siya you are being licensed kasi.
Yes.
Hindi siya biro kasi yung pag-aaral mo, yung training, it's not easy. Actually, share ko lang. May friend ako na gustong-gusto niya magbenta ng insurance. I mean, to become a financial advisor. Kasi kala niya, madali lang. Pagbebenta, madali lang. Pero yung proseso na pagdadaanan mo bago ka malisensyahan na magbenta or mag-offer ng life insurance, madugo din. Kasi kailangan mo mag-aral, kailangan mo mag-exam, and hindi ka sure kung mapapasa mo yung exam at mataas pa ang passing rate nun.
Absolutely.
And
nung kumuha ka ba, nung passing?
Ako?
Sa VUL, anong pa? 80 ba? 75?
Mga ganon. Pero alam ko, basta pasado ko.
Ako, actually, wala rin. Hindi na rin tingnan eh. Basta sinabi lang sa akin na you pass. Ayokong tignan yung score ko kasi alam ko, it's just hanging on a thread na baka pumasa lang. Kasi
Totoo.
Nangamote rin ako noon. And I'm quite grateful to sa taas na tulungan ako na makapasa despite na medyo hirap ako mag-review. Kasi hindi naman ako bookish talaga. So I just base it from the seminars sa mga pinag-aralan ko.
So doon mo nakukuha din talaga lahat.
Doon ko lang na talaga. So yun, no? Ito yung mga bagay na ko-cover. This is an arcing project that we're doing for both of our web pages na dito sa aming podcast which is called Well Said. No? So aside from insurance and FAs, we will be tackling a lot of things na insurance related of course, pero most importantly, it's gonna touch all of our livelihood. Yung economy ng buhay natin, yung practicality on how you spend, the rigors about it, and all those things that we took for granted when we were younger. No?
Yeah.
We
totally agree with you.
Yes, no. And even already, when we're already old, we still take it for granted pa nga eh. There are still hard-headed people who...
Yeah, actually, agree ako. Kasi hindi mo marirealize hangga't hindi mo marirealize at hindi mo matututunan hangga't hindi nangyayari mismo sa iyo eh.
Yes.
Na sobrang lapit sa iyo or what. Sabi nila, bakit ba ang life insurance importante or misconceptions about life insurance katulad ng na-mention natin kanina. No, importante ba talaga ang life insurance? Actually, oo naman, importante ang life insurance. Katulad din kung gaano ka-importante ang mga car insurance sa mga sasakyan nyo.
Yeah, no, that's
diba?
that's probably the most ironic thing anyone can tell to themselves. They insure their properties and cars, but they do not insure themselves.
Yeah, actually, Hil, tanong ko sa'yo, bakit nga ba nila ini-insure yung sasakyan nila? I mean, bakit sila kumuha ng car insurance?
Nakasakay naman daw sila ron.
Oh.
Yun lagi sagot nila eh. Pag nakasakay naman ako dyan, insured ako eh. Yun lagi lang sinasagot eh. So sabi ko, okay, pag hindi ka na nakasakay, hindi ka na insured. So lagi ka bang nasa kotse mo? Pagka natutulog ka ba, insured ka?
Pag nagtatrabaho ka ba, nasa kotse ka?
Pagka may ginagawa kong other things, insured ka. There's so many things that can happen. Most recently nga lang, worldwide, pandemic, di ba?
Yeah.
Nobody thought of it as something na worldwide na mga apektuhan and nobody were insured for it.
Yeah.
Diba?
At saka ma-add ko lang, no, yung sa car insurance. I mean, reason din naman kung bakit kumuha yung car insurance. Syempre, para pag may nangyari sa sasakyan mo, kapag nabangga ako, wala akong ilalabas na pera. Doon may ilalabas ka is participation fee. At least sagot ng insurance company.
Yeah, yung entire repair.
Yes.
Even if replacement kung kailangan.
Yeah, but the question here right now is paano kung may nangyari naman sa'yo mismo?
Yeah.
At hindi sa sasakyan mo.
Kasi hindi laging tsamba yan, guys. No? Ang nangyayari, nakasakay ka nga, sinamahan sa sasakyan mo, pero nabago ka eh.
Oo.
Nabago ka nung tinamaan yan. Unfortunately, hindi mo na-seatbelt yung sasakyan mo. Kung nakapark ka, tulad nangyari sa akin, buti na lang wala ako ron. No? TPL lang. Pero kung nandun ako sa loob nun, in all likelihood, malamang nabangga ako sa windshield ko.
Grabe.
Ganun yun eh. So hindi natin...
Nakapark lang yun ha?
Nakapark pa yun ha. So hindi pa ako umaandar. Sa parking lot pa na binabayaran.
Yeah, oo.
So, paano na lang kung hindi? Paano na lang kung, these sort of things. And these are the things we want to discuss with you as part of our experiences.
Yes.
His massive experience in the banking and insurance industry and my massive experiences from whatever industries I was part of, particularly in the BPO setting. No? Mga ka-zombie ko dyan, mga kasama kong graveyard shifters, I think you would be able to relate with me. Our group insurance isn't enough to support our checkups and those sort of things. But I'm really glad that we have started this, that we can share both of our knowledge and give importance to not just the insurance part of the life that we have, but also yung knowledge na kaya natin i-provide sa atin.
At saka hindi naman namin kailangan maging technical dito. Simple lang na kailangan nang maintindihan ng lahat na bakit nga ba importante ang insurance or kailangan ba talaga ito, 'di ba? Or para saan ba talaga at bakit ba hindi kumukuha ang mga tao or iniisip nila sa aming mga advisors namimera lang kami. Actually, it's our bread and butter. Tulad nga ng na-mention ko kanina, pinaghirapan din namin to. We took the licensing exam din for this one, nag-review din kami. So, kung kulang na lang dyan is parang yung PRC ID diba? Yeah. Not to the PRC, yung mga exams nyo. It's mahirap din talaga. Pero we're like those din naman na parang licensed brokers, like mga nurses din, or anumang licenses na meron ka. Yeah. So, we're like that. We're government licensed agents din naman. Right?
Yes.
So, mahirap. Hindi siya biro. And it's our profession, diba? So, professionals din naman kami. Yes. Hindi lang kami bastang kung sino dyan hinugot. Diba? Alam naman natin na hindi lang ang dami-daming ahente ng insurance, diba? Pero kayo naman din makakapaghusga kung totoo ba yung sinasabi niya.
Absolutely. It's your gut feel if pakiramdam niya binabola lang kayo.
Pinaperahan lang kayo tulad ng sinasabi nyo. Hindi naman ako nagigigil sa inyo, pero tulad ng sinasabi nyo, pinaperahan lang, diba? Pero hindi naman kasi 10 years ko nang ginagawa diba? Pero,
absolutely. I mean,
walang ganun.
I totally get your point. Marami kasi talaga, lalo na pagka you put it as a hot customer na nalapitan mo. They would think of you as someone na gagatasan mo lang sila. But to tell you frankly, now that pinag-usapan natin yan, siguro if you could dwell on it a little bit, hindi naman ganun kalaki yung commission namin per policy. It's not enough for us to even buy one sack of rice. So, hindi siya ganun. It's just a matter of the number of policies that we enter into the books.
Sabi nga nila, yung being a financial advisor, it's the highest paying hard work and the lowest paying easy work. So it
Yes.
really depends on how you put in the work sa ginagawa na.
Yeah, in to put it shortly, commensurate yung efforts mo dun sa produce mo na
Yeah.
makuha mo.
Agree.
So,
So,
yeah.
kasi nasabi ko po sa inyo, no, hindi biro ang ginagawa namin dito. And the reason why we put up Well Said is because gusto namin tanggalin yung idea or image ng ibang advisors o sa amin na baka ganito lang yan, ganyan lang yan. So, kung may questions kayo, pwede nyo namang i-comment dyan. No? Kung may suggestions din kayo para sa amin, kung paano namin may improve yung ginagawa namin. So, just let us know. Open naman kami dito.
Absolutely, no?
Diba?
And since this is the initial salvo ng ating podcast, which we plan to do hopefully like every fortnight, no? Like every like twice a month. Kasi hectic, loaded yung schedules namin pareho. So we just try to squeeze this. It's gonna be very helpful for us if you could provide any suggestions on what we can do better.
Or kung anong gusto nyo pag-usapan natin.
Pag-usapan namin,
Kahit hindi about insurance
Yes,
or what. I
absolutely.
mean, facts and life lang din. Well
said.
said. Being well said, di ba?
Yes,
From us.
absolutely.
Oh.
So let's give it some time to marinate yung mga information na share namin initially. And then maybe you could also share your thoughts, and we'll be more than happy to read those comments, no? And share our thoughts again on our next podcast.
Yeah.
And who knows, if we call on you, you might be our guest. Share your thoughts then, and we'll go from there.
Yeah. Actually, this is open for everyone. We are not actually
Exclusive, hindi to exclusive sa atin.
telling kung saan kaming company or what, kung anong kine-carry namin. Pero, again, tulong-tulong naman tayo dito to our fellow financial advisors na nakakapanood din ito or makakapanood. Sama-sama nating i-unlock or siguro basagin yung
paradigm.
Oo. Kung ano din tingin sa atin ng mga kliyente natin or mga kaibigan natin mismo or sa kung sino man. Diba? Pero, yun nga, simulan natin muna din ngayon na tanungin kita, Hil, para sa iba, bakit ba importante nga ba ang insurance? Bakit nga ba importante?
Hindi kasi ako mayaman, bro. I'm not gonna be able to leave any sort of wealth if they would contextualize this as wealth sa mag-ina ko. So I think if in my untimely demise or if we needed fund for anything bigger than our usual spending, I could go to my insurance plan. I mean, that's the only go-to move I can think of. Hindi sapat yung savings namin, hindi sapat yung mauutangan namin mga kamag-anak. Baka hindi pa nga kami pautangin.
Yeah.
I guess yun
Utang na loob pa.
Exactly, no? And all of us don't live the longest. And swerte na pag umabot ako ng 80 siguro. So, I think by the time yapo na ako, and yung mga apo ko na, tsaka yung anak ko, ang makikinabang nito. Kung buhay pa yung asawa ko, siya rin makikinabang. But this is not for me. This is for the love of my family. Kung akin lang to, ako na rin yung beneficiary.
Ikaw na lahat.
Ako na lahat.
Oo.
That's mainly the reason I think insurance is important as a whole for me. I cannot put it any simpler than that.
Yeah.
Ikaw, bro.
Ako naman, para sa akin, tulad ng kung gaano ka-importante din ang car insurance sa sasakyan. Wala namang car insurance sa tao, di ba? So,
Wala sa Transformers.
Oo, Transformers, di ba? Wala, na-transform pa. So, ang insurance kasi, for me, it's really, really important. Lagi ko nasasabi sa mga kliyente ko din na, actually, ako po very basic lang, na lahat naman tayo, kunyari, may anak ka, may asawa ka. Asawa lang, hindi mga asawa ha. May
Dumulas
anak
ka, Fred. Dumulas ka.
may asawa ka, may mga anak ka, okay, or parents mo man lang din, or yung mga kapatid mo na I think ayaw mo naman maging pabigat ka na nawala ka na nga sa picture, iisipin pa nila kung saan pa nila kukuhanin yung pangpalibing mo,
ang
yung
sakit
gastos.
na, no? Ang sakit siguro.
Diba?
Hindi siguro. Ang sakit nun.
Masakit
I live
yun.
this is not to put pity on me.
Yeah.
I live in a slum back in my childhood. And of course, pag kami nadetegi sa amin, nag-aabuloy kami, may nagsasakla, bingo, Karakrus, lahat na ng uri ng sugal. Para lang mairaos namin na maipalibing yun. You know what I mean? Magkano yung ataol, magkano yung pagpapalibing sa cemetery, and all of that things. And I realize,
yung funeral service, di ba?
Paano ba ito may iwasan? Paano ba hindi na magiging problema yung palibing pa? No?
Actually,
Yung mga
madali lang
ganon,
yan eh.
no?
Di ba may mga St. Peter, oh sorry po pero yung mga St. Peter plan, I mean, it's very common para sa pampapalibing. Pero, funeral service lang yun eh.
Yeah,
Pero
nga.
paano naman yung may
Yung
iwan mo
kabuhayan na
sa,
nila,
oo,
di ba?
kabuhayan ng mga naiwan mo.
Yeah,
Lalo na if you're a breadwinner. I am actually talking about the breadwinners right now. Paano naman yung binubuhay nyo if suddenly you got taken away out of the picture? I mean, paano sila? Kapag ba ikaw kinuha na or wala na sa picture, makakapag-provide ka pa ba ng sahod mo or ng sweldo mo sa kanila? Kung magkano man yung binibigay mo buwan-buwan sa kanila. I think ang best way for that is yung life insurance. I mean, magkano lang ba life insurance? Hindi naman kamahalan din ng life insurance eh.
Ano nga isa sa mga pitch ko rin sa mga clients ko na like, millennials na katulad mo,
Yeah.
3 Starbucks mo lang yan. 4 na 20.
Oo.
Diba?
Yeah.
So isipin mo, 4 na Starbucks mo, isang buwan mo na. So tipirin mo yun, wag ka muna mag-start. Mag-3 in 1 ka muna for crying out loud. Yun na yun. And what it will bring, sufficient funds for your family once you're taken away from the picture.
Magkano ba Starbucks na 20 ngayon? 220, 240, depende pa kung anong add-ons mo. Pero yun nga, let's just say like mga actually 1,000 to 3,000 pesos, it's a decent life insurance coverage already. I mean, tulad nga na sinasabi ko, no, i-connect ko lang yung kanina.
Sige, pare.
Yung iba kasi nag-iipon. I mean, kunyari sa may mga anak, kanina breadwinner. Ngayon naman sa may mga anak. 'Di ba, minsan ikaw ba kung may anak ka na, 'di ba? Magkano ba yung gusto mong pamana sa kanila?
Mahina na yung 1 million, bro.
1 million. At alam mo ba na mayroong better way na magpamana sa kanila? It's when you get a life insurance plan. Kasi hindi mo naman kailangan totally mag-save ng 1 million para ipamana sa kanila. Kasi either way, whether you like it or not, na maririnig sa akin, lahat naman tayo mamamatay. I'm sorry for the word, pero dun talaga, it's just a matter of when and how.
Yung preparation mo.
Yes. So, technically, kung may life insurance plan ka, yung life insurance plan mo, yun na yung pamana mo sa anak mo. Kasi you'll just be paying 300,000 in 10 years or kung magkano man. Tapos magkano yung benefit, magkano yung marireceive ng family mo. It's 1 million. And how much lang yung sinave mo. It's just a one way of making your money work for you or parang smarter way of making good use of your money. Di ba?
Simplihan pa natin. Parang paluwagan. Pero kukunin mo, hindi mo kukunin, iba kukuha para sa'yo. Diba?
Oo, di ba?
Ganun. Kasi iniisip nila baka hindi ko makuha yan.
Actually, meron ganun yung life insurance, hindi naman ako benefit dyan eh. Wow! Ikaw na nga kumuha ng life insurance, patay ka na, gusto pa mag-benefit. Napakaano mo naman nun.
Huwag nating buhay.
Pero di ba, kung mahal mo naman kasi yung pamilya mo, yung love, syempre yung loved ones mo, I mean, mag-iwan ka naman ng something sa kanila. If you want to
hindi
be,
utang.
Hindi utang na hindi mo nabayaran sa card mo or sa bangko. Pero if you are selfless enough or hindi ka selfish, I mean, I'm sure kung mahal mo ng pamilya mo, hindi mo naman...
You will get one.
Yes, kailangan kuha naman ng life insurance. I'm not telling na required, pero kung may isip mo naman talaga, di ba?
You will require yourself.
Yes, oo. I mean, hindi mo na kailangan
It's
mag-ipon pa sa
your own
bangko.
volition to get one kasi alam mo, magiging necessity talaga.
Agree.
Although hindi naman yan nakasulat sa batas na kumuha ka, pero alam mo kailangan eh. Parang sumunod ka lang din sa LTO.
Yeah. Saka tulad ng sabi mo kanina, yung sa ataul or yung aning sugal, kahit nung klaseng sugal. Kasi alam bakit? Kasi hindi po libreng mamatay. Sabi namin sa inyo, hindi libreng mamatay.
Mas mahal na nga yata ngayon yung cremation.
Actually, wala akong idea.
Kasi mas mahal na nga yata ngayon. Sipin mo, no?
Nasa 300 ba?
Pegi ka na, dahil ayaw ka nilang ilagay sa cemetery, kikremate ka na, lagay ka na lang sa... Mga ganong klase.
When someone passes away in your family or sa mahal mo sa buhay, hindi lang siya emotional burden or alam mo yun, na bigat. At saka, it also adds mental and financial. Kasi minsan, mag-iisip kayo, mas stress ka na saan ako kukuha ng pampalibing, di ba? Saan ako kukuha ng pera. Alam mo yun, yung nag-iisip ka pa, o yung naiwan mo, nag-iisip pa sila kung saan nila kukuhanin. Lahat. Kaya yung iba nanghihingi ng abuloy pa. Diba? So,
yung interrelations nung mga mangyayari after you passed away, yun yung mga subsequent things na haharapin nila eh. So why not get yourself, at least be ready about it.
Oh.
Probably the economy may change by the time, yung national economy, pero at least you were armed enough, no? To face that. They are armed enough to face that pagka medyo wala ka na. So, I don't know if that would make sense sa mga kakilala natin. Pero, ako i-require ko yung sarili ko at least one policy of my own. And at least one policy. Swerte ko lang, maliit yung family ko. 3 piraso na kami rito. Pero, if you are looking at the many policies you would have to open for your entire family, like a group of 5 or probably a group of 8, talk to your financial advisors. Diba? Talk to your portfolio managers. Talk to us. Yeah? Talk to anyone you think are equipped enough with the knowledge on how to help you from this standpoint.
Yes, yung tingin nyo na hindi kayo peperahan or isahan lang. I mean, yung trusted person talaga.
Yes.
I mean, ako for me, if may financial advisor kayo na kaibigan, you should go to talk to them. Lalo na if alam nyong matagal na yung ginagawa ng yun, like for example, for 10 years, and not referring to myself, baka iniisip nyo, yung mga kaibigan ko dyan, baka isip nyo, kay tinutukoy ko, hindi, kapal ng mukha nyo. Pero hindi. Honestly, kapag in-offeran kayo ng kaibigan nyo, it really means na importante kayo sa kanya. Tama ba? Tama ba yung Tagalog ko?
Kasi ganito yan, no? Isipin mo, pag ikaw rin, halimbawa lang since nag-uusapan natin yung Tegi part. If mauna sila sa'yo, pupunta ka rin eh. Alam nga namang hindi. Siyempre family nila, your tropa will go there. And the family might even air to you na he left us with nothing.
Yeah. Tsaka parang, minsan nakaka-konsensya lang din na sana pinilit ko na lang.
Tama ka dyan.
Sana pinilit ko na lang. Parang I could have provided a better help.
Or a better, solution sa mangyayaring problema. Tama ka dyan, tama ka. Kasi sometimes, pangit na gamitin yung word na pilit, pero there are a lot of people na kailangan pilitin. Kasi you really are concerned about them. Hindi dahil nga gusto mong kumota ka lang or dahil magkamag-anak lang kayo, kaya kinuhaan.
Actually,
in eventuality of things, they will be thankful for you because you reach out to them. The approach in itself is a gift. I learned that many years ago that when you were approached by someone who are stranger enough to help you with your finances, and they are not getting any money from you physically or even digitally nowadays, they are just really trying to help.
Yes,
actually, I don't know how to put it any clearer than that.
Actually, ako for me, kunwari ganun yung nangyari. Mas okay nang, I mean ako, I can give 10,000, 5,000 para lang tulong or abuloy. Pero I could have given more kung, alam mo yon kung kinulit ko pa, tulad ng pinag-uusapan natin, no? Mas, yun yung help na nabibigay ko eh. At least hindi lang 10,000 or 5,000, mali mo, millions yan. Diba? At least, masasabi ko sa naiwan na, instant millionaire
diba
kayo.
Sa ibang company, nag-ano ka na rin, nag-process ka na rin ng claim like
I did. Many times.
How did that make you feel, bro?
Actually, bittersweet. Hindi man totally bittersweet. Pero syempre nakakalungkot na, pero at least you get to feel something first sa trabaho mo.
Yung sense of
fulfillment.
Yan, that's
na nakatulong ka.
That's exact word. Yung fulfillment of your job description.
Yes. Kasi, sabihin natin na, ko talaga na-experience ko talaga. Yung client ko kasi is really working abroad siya. Nurse siya doon. Basta sa hospital eh. Nagulat na lang ako na may tumawag sa akin na namatay na yung client ko. So, kakauwi lang din nila nung family. So,
this was prior pandemic?
Prior pandemic. I think this was year 2017, 2018, mga ganun. So, I was really there. I went to their house. Yung relatives nandun, yung family. So, pinrases, tinanong ko kung ano po nangyari. Yung aura, yung vibe, mabigat, malungkot. Tapos, tinanong nila kung may makukuha ba. Sabi ko, yes po, meron po.
Did you process it yourself?
Yes, ako nag-process. So, I went there, lot of forms, signed. Basta importante, kumpleto yung requirements. Yung death certificate, lahat. Yung forms na kailangan mo ipasign sa kanila, yung copy ng ID or policy. Ayun. And then, after 7 days, na-release yung cheque. Na-release yung cheque, binigay sa kanila. So, very grateful and thankful sila. Though, yun nga, ako nalulungkot kasi my client passed away. And I really like that client kasi sabi niya, kukuha pa siya sa akin after that. Yun nga lang.
Another product.
Kasi I was offering her health insurance plan which has a bigger life insurance coverage. But what she got from me is a VUL plan that focuses on retirement. So kahit onti lang yung na-receive niyang life insurance coverage, at least made a big...
There was something there.
Yeah, oo. At eto 2 years pa lang siya nagbabayad.
Oh.
2 years pa lang siya nagbabayad. So parang she was paying 3,000 every month. So that's a total of 72,000. 72,000 in 2 years.
3 times 48 lang. No?
Oo, so that's 72,000. Galing ko sa math, di ba? Pero yung benefit na nakuha nila is nasa, I think, 250,000
Not bad at all. Diba?
Pero 72, pero yun nga, I mean, yung ginagawa natin dito, it's not an easy job, pero yun nga, at least we get to provide something to the family, to the bereaved ones, di ba?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, this is essentially to not define the principles of what we do, but also to put more meaning to the paradigm with which we're just after the commission and all.
yeah.
We're really doing this as a job. So as a job, being employed and all, even if we call this a business, we ought to be paid for it. Like even minimal would be enough for us to make sure na we're still propagating the other day for another customer. And it's not a free thing or a charity. Otherwise, we would just wear a charity T-shirt.
Sana nga, ganun lang kasimple, di ba?
Diba?
At may funds ka.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this is not also to justify whatever we're doing, but this is also to put meaning to the job that we have chosen to do. And these are one of the topics that we will be discussing more on our next podcast.
Yes.
Ganito lang talaga kami mag-uusap ni Matt. Maski dito sa office, kulitan lang talaga kami rito.
Oo, pero ayusin namin.
Yeah. we tried to be as serious as possibly as we can, but what most important is, so even though we are exchanging thoughts and ideas, is that we are parallel with each other. We might sometimes disagree in this podcast pag meron siyang ibang thoughts sa thoughts ko, and that's
normal.
expected.
Yeah.
Knowing na syempre mas extensive yung kanyang experience sa field na to. But regardless of the fact, what we're trying to do here is to get the people well-versed and well-said dito sa mga itong mga sinasabi naming information sa inyo.
Yes. Kaya, yun nga, sa susunod nating mga is we'll dig deeper, no? Yung mga, mga questions ng bakit, naman, mga sa health insurance, bakit ang dami nag-offer ng mga VUL plans na 8-in-1, 3-in-1, mga ganon. Ginawang kape.
5 years to pay, 10 years to pay, things of that nature.
So, babasagan natin yung mga ganong idea na ang daming mga reklamo. Hindi naman totally reklamo. I mean,
qualms na, yung mga simple complaints.
Tulad na mention mo kanina, misconceptions about insurance. So, yun. Kunyari, may mga questions kayo, yun nga, ilagay nyo lang, isend nyo lang, or type nyo lang.
Yeah, sure. And we'll be more than happy to read that and comment about it, reply, and just send us a DM if you wish to. And again, pare, paano nga bang magiging logo natin? W, ano ba yung S?
Kasi diba, may mga ganyan.
May ganun kami. So pag-iisipan pa namin.
So parang, well said.
Ganyan.
Hindi ko lang kung letter S to sa inyo or what, pero...
Huwag kayong mabibigla kasi next time, habang tumatagal, naging kamukha ni Matt si Romnick Sarmienta.
Hindi ko kilala yun eh.
Kayo magtataka pag habang tumatagal na yung gumawa ko sa Tito Boy.
Oo, bakit? Susunod!
Pero maraming salamat, Sir Matt.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Salamat.
Susunod na podcast po.
I hope may natutunan kayo sa amin today for this episode. We'll get to see you more sa mga susunod na weeks.
Okay. Thank you so much. This is
Well said. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.